the Lord has been given in this chapter. So, Kapil Mishra's inquiring to the Lord regarding the goal of life, process of achieving it, Lord's reply and teachings, and the Lord's return from Bangladesh. This is the main topic of this chapter. You saw how Vrindavan Das Thakur prays obeisances to God Sundar, to Mishra, and all the devotees. And he says the soul, life and soul of all Vaishnavas. Actually, life and soul are the Vaishnavas. All glories to the life and soul of all Vaishnavas, that is Caitanya Mahaprabhu. But he says, please deliver this fallen soul from your merciful glance. It's a merciful glance of the Vaishnavas also. In this way, the Lord was continuing to enjoy the scholastic pastimes. And it was heard that Nimai Pandit is the crest jewel among the teachers. So Nimai became so famous and highly respected that even rich people used to get down from their palki and pay obeisances to him. And Nimai used to perform even wonderful activities like feeding the poor. Whenever he met a poor person, immediately he would give rice, cloth, money out of compassion. Every day guests used to come in their house and used to satisfy everyone. Konadina sannyasi aise dasha disha sabani mantrena prabhuhaya harisha. Chaitanya Bhagavat 14th chapter, 14th verse, right? 14th or 12th verse it was? Okay, yeah, I'm starting with the 14th verse. So sometimes 10 or 20 sannyasis.
Mataji, 12th verse.
12th verse, okay.
Yes, Mataji.
14th chapter, 12th verse. Dukhi re dekhila prabhu bada daya kari anna vastra khadipati dena gaurahari. So whenever he met a poor person, he would immediately give him rice, cloth, money out of compassion. The principle of magnanimity is found in the nature of the Brahmanas, while the principle of miserliness is found in the nature of non-Brahmins. In order to exhibit the pastimes of an ideal householder, Nimai donated rice, cloth, wealth to the poor and the distressed people. Yesterday when we were dealing about the qualities of Brahmanas and the quality of a Grahastha, it is the duty of a Grahastha to donate. 3 qualities have been spoken in the 13th chapter, in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The 3 qualities speak is Dana, Dama, and Yajna. It is a duty of every Grahastha to donate Dana. It is the duty of every Brahmana to have tolerance, to take care of others' dukkhas. Paradukhi dukhi, that should be the nature of a Brahmana. So 12 natures of the Brahmana has been spoken, 3 natures of a Grahastha has been spoken. That means if a devotee is a Brahmana Grahastha, then he should have at least 15 qualities. Then he can be categorized as a Brahmana. Nirvadi atithi aise prabhu gare yarayena yogya prabhu dena sabha kare. Guests used to come every day to Lord's house. As a house means that people should go on coming. It's not that you just cook for yourself. No. Guests should come. I still remember my father and mother, newly married. My mother got instruction from my father. She used to ask, how much should I cook? He used to say, cook for 4 people. I and you, and we don't know who else will come. So my childhood I have seen somebody or the other used to come. Either 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. So Atithi Seva, one of the 5 important sacrifices includes Atithi Seva. We should cook in such a way that we invite someone. Even if we don't invite also, somebody will come and take it. You always cook little more. Even today also, if you go to their house, You will have some extra food found there. They always keep for some atithi, somebody. If not someone, at least your kamwali bai. At least nobody is there, at least your watchman. Somebody should be fed. That is one of the 5 important samskaras. While you cook the food, 5 people should be fed. That is your guest, pitrus, devatas, living entities, and family members. So that is how the cooking is done. When you feed Krishna, all the 5 are automatically fed. That doesn't mean that you're not going to feed. You have to feed. It's not that just feed Krishna and then swaha. No. Keep in such a way, in that family member who is there, Go Mata. 5 people should be thought of while I cook food, while I keep some money for the food ingredients. Gomata should be fed. Now, while you're cooking, you are not going to search out Gomata because in Bombay, you'll not find any Gomata here. Then you have to go somewhere to some tabela and then feed. That is highly impossible. So from your salary, you should keep something for the Goshala. Anyhow, we have the facility in Goshala. Some chara for Goshala. Just imagine if everybody starts giving. And I have seen this in one of the devotees. He will send me, Mataji, this is for Goshala, this is for your Jagannath Center, this is for your RGHS. Small, but considering everyone, one amount will be there. So that is the right way of doing Panchasanskara. Go Mata, some small amount. Running the center, running the, feeding the brahmacharis. So you don't have atithi in the house, but you have so many people to be fed in the temple, brahmacharis, sannyasis, feed them. Vaishnavas, it's not just orange cloth, there are Vaishnavas who are staying. Keep some provision for them. Keep some provision for devatas. Keep some provision for bhutas. So in this way, atithis, unknowingly somebody may enter. You should not be blank. You should know how to feed them nicely. So if these 5 sanskaras are done, then understand that I am utilizing my given assets in a proper way. Lakshmi comes. Lakshmi has to be utilized properly. So see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us everything. Konadina sannyasi I say dasha bisha saba nimantrena prabhu haisa harisa. Just imagine 10 or 20 sannyasis would come suddenly. And Mahaprabhu is to be very happy to feed them for lunch. So actually, what is the essence of life? To serve the Vaishnavas. That's the essence of it. The opportunity comes, grab it. Everybody doesn't get. Few selected get it. Immediately take it. Because the noble householder residents of Navadvipa normally followed the principles of an ashrama, many renounced sannyasis from various places came to their houses as guests. On one hand, the Lord removed the poverty of the poor, the distressed, and the guests. And on the other hand, he exhibited ideal, pious householder pastimes for serving the renounced sannyasis of the 4th ashram, to establish that every pious householder is obliged to respect the principles of ashrama dharma. The Lord gave food, shelter to the sannyasis, and thus set the perfect example of pious householder behavior. It is an unavoidable duty of every householder who follows the principles of an ashrama to provide food and shelter according to his means to the 4th ashram renounced sannyasis who travel all over the country for the householders' benefit. In the course of time, as the dash householders enviously cheated the sannyasis from their rightful share, the real principles of ashrama dharma have gradually become slackened and distorted. What to speak of this? Some householders even think that their highest occupational duty is to simply cheat sannyasis who desire householders' welfare of their rightful share of alms from the householders. Although the Lord did not exhibit the past tense of a prosperous or wealthy householder, he sometimes invited 10 or 20 sannyasis to his house for meals in order to teach householders to serve the sannyasis. You need not be very rich. You can be a simple person, but you have the tendency to serve. Krishna provides the way. There's a nice story in Sripad Ramanuja's Leela, where Ramanuja, I have told this, I think, many times I have told. Again, I'll repeat. When he was going to a village, he was going on a journey. At that time, there's a village where a very rich disciple stayed. But he sent his disciple, go and inform him that we are coming along with so many disciples. And then he gave the message, came back. Ramanujacharya asked, what was his reaction? He said he was very happy. Did he give you water? No. He forgot because he was in so much of happiness that why to mind it? It doesn't matter. He said, no, you traveled all the way. He did not ask you a glass of water. Better we'll go to another village where a poor Brahmana stays. He went there, Varda, very poor, very poor. His actually wife was taking bath, and knock came, and she from inside she came to know that our Acharya has come, but she was reluctant to come out because she had only one cloth. She used to wash that and wear that wet cloth, and she used to cook. Now Ramanujacharya came to know, means he could understand. He immediately threw the Angavastra. In those days, bathroom means there will be no roof and all. There will be from up only there to. From there he has thrown. She covered herself, came inside, and she put the gesture to come everybody inside, and she went to inside the kitchen. Nothing was there. Every vessel was empty, hardly any rice, hardly any, and so many had come. She remembered that because she was very beautiful, she remembered that the landlord of that place, the Jamindar of the village, had a bad eye on her. She went from backside and told him that night I'm going to come, but please provide everything in my house, all the ingredients. I want to cook for my Acharya and all the disciples. See the Vaishnava Seva. That is why Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, the most important principle which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took is the Vaishnava Seva. If you go to any Sri Vaishnava, they will always be eager to serve the Vaishnavas. So now here she came, she cooked. Her husband comes. He's completely amazed. So many items. She was very quick in cooking and everything. She finished. She served them very nicely. Acharya and everybody are satisfied. Then the husband comes inside the kitchen and asks, how did you manage all these things? She said, I have given such and such promise to the Jamindar, and I'm going to give my body to him. Please forgive me. What should I do? Because in one place, chastity, and another place, it is Guru Seva. I don't know. Guru Seva, I found it more important. He said, this is chastity actually. I'm very proud of you. And Acharyas heard everything from outside. Then he came and gave his Mahaprasad to her and told, take this at night. She took, and both Varda and Ramanujacharya, they followed. And she was not aware that they are following, but she took boldly to his house and she gave the Mahaprasad. As soon as he took Mahaprasad, because first she was very happy she has come. She has kept her promise. As soon as he took the Mahaprasad, he saw her as Mother Goddess. Immediately paid obeisances to her and said, oh Mother, I was so foolish. I considered you as an ordinary woman. That was the power of Ramanujacharya's Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad. So inclination to serve the Vaishnavas will do any miracle. Every miracle happens by Vaishnava Seva. It's not only Vaishnava Seva, the Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrindaki Jai, when we say, what is the meaning? When we pay obeisances, it is actually Anantakoti Vaishnavas. They are looking upon you. They see you. And if you have the inclination, they manage everything. Se kshane kahi pathayena janani re puri sannyasi rabiksha jata karibare. He would immediately send someone to inform his mother to quickly arrange lunch for 20 sannyasis. Sachi Mata, what challenges she must be having. Son is sending the information. Do it fast, quickly, do it. Then she used to cook for 20 sannyasis. Ghare kichu nai, ai chinte mane mane, kodi sannyasi ra bhiksha haive ke mane, chintite hena nahi, jani kon jane, sakala sambharani, deha se shane. As there was nothing at home, because they're not very rich, generally, very low middle class, they have some small thing only. No? Madhisati thought, how will I prepare a meal for 20 sannyasis? As soon as she thought like this, someone came and delivered the necessary ingredients without a notice. This is Mahaprabhu. If you will say at that time Mahaprabhu was there, na, that is why. Even today also. You just have to have the inclination. How Krishna arranges his Lord's mercy. I still remember on Monday, we had a Ekadashi on Wednesday, right? Wednesday was Ekadashi. On Monday, my mother was crying to me. I said, what happened? Something happened between my sister and her. She was very upset. She said, you know why I'm listening and taking, because she's a doctor. I told you, don't have to worry. It is not the doctor. It is not Narayani. It is not anyone who helps. It is Krishna who helps. Whenever, whatever required, see, Krishna will help. You don't have to worry anything. No, we are old people. What will happen? I said, nothing will happen. Even if any emergency is there, somehow Krishna will provide something. I don't know. I just spoke that on Wednesday and Tuesday night. She was terribly sick, terribly. She was trying me. My sister, anyhow, in Poland, unreachable. My brother-in-law is not there. No one is there. She called Krishna. And all the Vaishnavas came to help. And they had no money. You know, any hospital means they first say, deposit something. And anyhow, that was a regular hospital. They just told Dr. Priya's mother, somebody was there, MRO there. He said, well, who is Dr. Priya? We don't know her. He said, we don't know. We don't have any money. This is a critical patient. If she dies, all blames will go on you. Dr. Godbole will come and fire you. So they somehow spoke, got her admitted. So Krishna provides everybody everything. We don't have to think, oh, who is going to do? Somebody will come and do. Like here, some ingredients were provided without her notice. Somebody came and gave and went. Due to the lack of sufficient ingredients for meals and accumulated wealth in the Lord's house, Sachidevi felt a need for ingredients to feed the sannyasis, but the will of the Lord, all the necessary ingredients immediately appeared there. Tabe Lakshmi Devi kiya parama santoshe randhena vishesha tabe prabhuvasi vaise. Lakshmi Devi cooked the offerings with full satisfaction. The Lord arrived home. So it is actually Lakshmi who cooks for the Lord. Sannyasi ghanera prabhu apanevasiya tushtakari apathaena diksha karaya. The Lord personally watched as the sannyasis were served their meal. After they were fully satisfied, he bade them farewell. Since sannyasis do not normally use fire, their cooking activities were done by brahmanas who use fire. Actually, sannyasis don't use fire, but what to do? Prabhupada did not have any disciples to cook for him. Prabhupada lit the fire. He crossed the Varnashrama principle. So at that time, anybody could have criticized. Hey, what type of sannyasi? He is cooking. What type of sannyasi? He doesn't have any disciples. Anybody could have, and many criticized also Srila Prabhupada. But Prabhupada knew one principle, which is there in Bhagavad Gita, which says, even if you have to cross the limits of your regulations to propagate Krishna consciousness, you can do it. Now just imagine, but actually 4th ashramas, they should not cook, they should not light fire. But Prabhupada lit the fire and whole movement started with the kitchen. He used to make everything and give to his disciples. Nobody to invite him, nobody to care him, bother him. But Prabhupada did everything alone. Movement started alone with hardly anybody to help him. Slowly, the movement grew. The same is the case with each and every feather of Srila Prabhupada. You may see some other feather grown very nicely. There is other temples having so many wonderful arrangements. But when that temple also was very small, very, very small, at that time also, hardly one or two used to be there. Any temple, you ask the history of every temple, no temple came out just at a chance. Every temple, hard work is there. Initially, you'll only find 4 or 5. That initial can take 20-25 years also. Still 25 years also, many will be initials only. Like our Mira Road, for practically 20 years, there are only initials. Lord was there somewhere in Bhainder. 1996, he was shifted here. Before 10 years before that also, he was in Bhainder. Hardly anyone. I still remember we used to go, hardly anyone, 3 or 4 people. From my duty was from here, I used to go clean the DT kitchen and all those things. So many work used to be there. Now we are finding a big temple. And it's after how many years? 30 years. After 30 years of struggle, then now everything is set up. You have departments. You do what departments you can set? If 2 or 3 people are all in all department. You cannot set up any department. So it happens. Like our Thana preaching started from 2007. It's how many years now? Practically 15 years. Now we have got some structure where Krishna can sit. And that structure is also in Bada. So this struggle goes on. Preaching is the essence. Go on preaching, go on preaching. Some take up commitment. It's not so easy to be committed also. It's not so easy. Today, what we find 4 or 5 people committed there, they have also undergone a lot of struggle. And then they are now committed. It is a very, very challenging task. The most challenging task is not to get married. The most challenging task is to get married to Krishna. the most challenging task. Once you are married to Krishna, Krishna is everything of yours. Then Maya's test. How long you are going to do that? Let me see. But Krishna provides. One way Maya helps, another way Maya tests, again she helps. Yoga Maya, Maha Maya, all. But at the same time, Krishna sees that his services will never be stopped. It goes on, goes on. There are challenges which come. Let it come. The sannyasis who do not use fire can accept food served cooked at the houses of the Brahmanas who use fire. Generally, there was a temple of Vishnu in every Brahmana's house, and the sannyasis also ate only those foodstuffs that had been cooked for Vishnu. So in every house, they used to offer to Krishna. That was those days. That days were there. Since there was a possibility of non-vegetarian items in offerings to the inferior demigods at the houses of persons lower than Brahmanas, it was customary for wandering sannyasis not to eat in the house of anyone other than a Brahmana. In order to display the ideal principles of pious householder life, the Lord personally sat near the sannyasis and fed them prasad. So this is a custom. Only a Brahmana's house, the sannyasis could enter. Because one of the quality of Brahmana, yesterday when we were discussing in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, is they should not eat any non-vegetarian food nor cook also in their house. That is why only a Brahmana is allowed to feed the Vaishnavas. Even today also, when there is a yajna, Radha Krishna Bhatt comes, he only tells me to cook. He will not, or he will bring some Brahmana to cook. If there is, he will not eat even from Kanaiya's hand. Why? Now they have changed. But previous times, they were like cooking. So they are very strict. There are certain people who are very strict followers. Even in our temple, Brahman initiated devotees. But that also is not so powerful. But still, it is something Prabhupada, because Prabhupada could not find a Brahmin, caste Brahmin in his moment. He really could not find that time, because in his moment, all Mlechas and everybody joined. Though Harinam Sankirtan is purified, but still, when there is a caste Brahmana, his habits are very clean. There are Brahmin initiated devotees going inside the kitchen and making a mess out of it. But what is the use? Because still that impressions are there of their previous life, this life impressions will be there. The natural quality of a Brahmana is he is clean first. He is simple. He is clean. These are the natural qualities of a Brahmana. See, qualities have been given by Krishna. If he is born in a Brahmin family, that means he has got some qualities. That is why he is born in a Brahmin family. That we cannot reject it. Just because we are Brahmin initiated devotees, we cannot reject the qualities which has been already given by Krishna to a Brahmana. Because our movement is not having many caste Brahmanas, that is why Srila Prabhupada trains by his principle. That is why training process is done for the Vaishnavas who are taking up Brahmin initiative. It's a very important. Clean, simple, and sato, all these qualities automatically, slowly, by chanting the holy name, slowly these habits come. It's not so easy to get it in one day, just because I'm chanting, I'm purified. No, I am in the process. I'm just in the process of purification. There may be many caste brahmanas who have not taken up chanting process. They're just regarded as Dvija. There are caste brahmanas who have taken up Vaishnava culture, who are in any of the four Vaishnavas, any of the four Sampradayas. Then they have to be respected, they have to be allowed for cooking. So that is how here it is said, an ideal householder, as an ideal householder, the Lord personally sat near the sannyasis and fed them prasad. If you see the sevas which have been given, so here I stop it. The sevas which has been given for the devotees, maximum we have done is the Brahmin initiated devotees will be cooking. The Brahmin initiated devotees should be very, very clean, simple. See, Lord loves simple things. You don't have to make very exorbitant, nothing, just simple. Lord loves it. And with a pure heart, and to assist first initiation devotees will be there. Slowly they will be trained. And very important is cleaning process. Cooking everyone does, but cleaning of everything, that has to be trained. So this Sunday we'll be having a meeting for the sevas. This is just to engage everyone in service. Everybody should be, at least once in a month, they should feel they have come and done the service. So there are many oblique. That means either of one will be there to assist. Brahman initiated devotees will be taking up the responsibility of lighting the fire. First initiation devotees will be assisting them in cutting, cleaning, washing, and keeping the whole thing clean. Okay. And in emergency, no one is there, no Brahmin initiated devotees are there, then first initiation devotees will be given the responsibility. This is my question. Is anyone? No questions? Hare Krishna.